All right. Okay. This one's hilarious. Cause I've just been spending since February 22nd. I've been working on a book and I just finished my 459th scan for that book. And that's why I'm a little late. Um this is crazy. We've been trying to do BULLITT for a month and lots of stuff happens. I don't know. I'm not going to really get into it, but uh sometimes Randall has rescheduling and sometimes I have rescheduling. But you guys, it's not a secret, but I don't, Mimi's dad died. And then she literally had to go to New York for a 4-day business trip right after. And everybody at MedLife was going, you don't have to come out if you don't have to. And she's like, oh no, I dealt with everything. I'm ready to go. I've got this deck to show you. she's just a monster. So I'm gonna talk for a while. I don't know if Randall's coming here. It's not a big surprise for me to talk about BULLITT. The first thing I did when I got here in 1992 was drive my 1973 AMC Gremlin all over the real. I got to the there were these guys I knew. It's not Real SF. You can go there, reelsf.com. REEL, where there's a million movies that have been shot in San Francisco. So they these guys had like a little, it wasn't them. These guys I knew in 92 had a zine and they would publish stuff. And it just so happened that the one that I got there, when I got into town, the first thing I saw was this zine in some like tobacco shop in the Haight or something. I don't even remember, but it had a list of all the places and stuff. The reason I keep saying Real SF is because that's where I go to, reelsf.com now. They have all kind of any movie that has been made in San Francisco. They figured out like key shots and where to get film locations then and now shots. So anyway, I went. The first thing I did was Robert Vaughn's house. Is actually, I don't know if it was then, but it is actually now the Japanese consul. I'm not sure it's the actual ambassador's place, but yeah, Japan uses that to house a dignitary or two that has to live here. Anyway, back in 68 or 69 when they were filming this, it's just this really cool shot that's looking out. Oh man, look at this. I think I just got Randall, so good thing I didn't go, hey, fuck this, I'm going. Anyway, here he is. Hey,
Hey.
I just got a vamp it. It was really funny because I was 3 minutes late. So,
really?
Yeah, I have the best excuse in the world, though. I had just finished. I've been working on this since February 22nd. It's a book. I can't really talk about it. Secret book for San Diego.
Yeah.
But I had to do 459 scans. And I started on February 22nd. And I do like, I don't know, 6 or 8 at a time around other stuff, I just have my scanner on. And like I literally did this when we talked Steven and me and Walker on Friday. I just spent the whole time like my scanner's right under the desk here.
Yeah.
So we'd be chatting and I'd go, oh, I can't show you what this is, but then I go like that. Yeah, I better not. It's too obvious. I mean, if you know comic book history, it's too obvious. You're my age. You'd be, what the fuck is that? Cowboy and a horse. All right. Ooh. Let's see what this one is.
Oh, I'm sure Marco would like get it right away.
That would definitely give it away. Yeah, the two of you. I know a lot of people are gonna really give a shit about this, and unfortunately, I can't really talk about it yet. I think I've been telling the people involved that I think there's going to be a much higher demand for this fucking nonsense than I think that they are going to account for. So when you're doing something and you're like, hey, this is a cool thing for me and my buddies, but it's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
maybe you don't want to do that thing. Maybe you just wanted to be between you and your buddies, or one and one's buddies. I'm not even really involved in this.
No?
I'm just,
You're just doing the scans.
No job is too big, no fee is too big. And did 459 scans at one time. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, everybody here excited. I don't even care, because I'm excited. I've been working on this since February 22nd, and I realized that I wasn't going fast enough to make. There isn't a hard deadline, but it's basically the end of April, right? Which is today's the 29th. So at the beginning of the month, I realized that if I was just kind of fucking half-assing it, I wasn't going to get it done in time.
Right.
And so I just spent the last 4 days doing nothing but scanning. And I'm telling Mimi, like, I'm not even counting how much I have left. I don't know. And then I got down to takes about 3 minutes a scan, right?
Oh wow.
But if you go to the bathroom, like, you've just blown 2 or 3 pages, right?
Yeah.
But also, you can't sit on your ass for 12 hours. You just can't.
No.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe 10, but not 12. Anyway, so I was getting close.
Marathon right there.
I was getting close to the end, and I was like, "Fuck, man! It looks like at 3 minutes a pop, I'm gonna hit this right at 5:27." And sure enough, I did. I called it like an hour and a half away, because I just like, okay, I'm for 90 minutes. I'm not gonna get up. I'm just gonna keep scanning. And so I did it super efficiently. But then I had to go to the bathroom, and by the time I turned this on, it's 5:33, and I'm like, I expected you to be there, like, giving me shit, like, oh, Larry, it's you for a change. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if Randall's going to be here. This is a curse thing. So I was just giving everybody like an update,
like a heads up,
why it took us a month to do this.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Just like, shit happens. And I said, I don't really make a big deal about this, because I assume, everybody has somebody in their family who dies, right? And I assume all my friends have sympathy for me, and it's like, right on. But when there's something like this, I have to say, like, the one Wednesday where you're going to do it, he died the next day. So, and then like 2 days later, Mimi had to go to New York for a 4-day business trip. And they're all telling her, like, your dad just died. Like, you don't have to come. We'll figure it out. And she's like, no, I got to have something to do. I got all this thing. I did all this work. It's actually good. But then it's like, then I fucking boned that one because I wasn't handling my time right. So there was scheduling problems and a death in the family. So I don't even remember what Bullitt's about anymore. I know Steve McQueen's in it. No, I kidding. All right. So sorry, I was spazzing out about that. I'm always spazzing about something, but I'm really happy to see 459.tiff back cover copy, untitled. Fucking glad to see that, because now, I don't know. I feel like I want to talk to my friend Randall about one of the best fucking movies ever made.
Yeah, man. I mean,
so what'd you think of Master and Commander? I'm sorry. Now take 10 seconds to tell me, like, you're good, right? You had dinner. Everything good with you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Same old thing.
Yeah, same old
thing. Fuck the man. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Crappy job.
You did. You watched. You're not fresh on Bullitt, are you?
So I watched it last week. I wanted to kind of do like a recap of it, like kind of like zoom through it real fast and like, but I was just like, I just didn't have time, man.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay.
So I'm gonna rely on my memory here on what really stood out for the film for me.
We're not Siskel and Ebert, man. Like, if you just spend an hour going, "Hey, I love that movie," or "What the fuck," or that fucking green Volkswagen shows up in 15 shots, that thing's magic. What's going on there?
Yeah,
like, I don't care. Like, we don't have to analyze. I was just telling the folks that, that first shot, or the first like main scene where he's talking to, not the stuff in Chicago, but when they get to San Francisco Bullitt's been asked to go talk to Senator Chalmers, and
Yeah.
they're chatting at that really nice house. One of the first things I did in '92 when I moved here was I found this mini comic that had all the spots, the spots where they shot scenes from Bullitt, and I took my car. It was a 1973 AMC Gremlin, sun
Nice.
shaded orange. I bought it for $750, and then like a butane lighter, I threw it out, and when it ran out of gas, and I got another one. But anyway, that's a big Chalmers thing. I think it's the Japanese ambassador's house now, and it's on Vallejo at Divisadero, and Divisadero was the street that Comics Experience is on. So that was a really easy one to go find. It's fucking 15 blocks up the street. All right, let's see. Mr. Chris Sagsag has shown up. Pardon me if I pay less attention right now. I picked up my Zyka 1976 Evil from. Aw, that's pretty cool. All right, do you know what that is, Randall?
It sounds familiar.
It's the spaceship from Space 1999. It's just
okay.
It's a particularly good version of it. So nice. Congrats, Chris. I thought you were going to tell me you got engaged. Oh, maybe that's Timmy. Yep. Hey, everybody. I just got engaged. My name is Tim. No. Everything I learned about driving, I learned from watching Bullitt, French Connection, Blues Brothers, and Cannonball Run.
So I've seen...
Agreed. Yeah, me too.
So I've seen Bullitt now. I've seen French Connection. I've seen Blues Brothers. I've seen maybe half of Cannonball Run.
Yeah. Cannonball Run's like Wizard of Oz for me. I've seen it all a million times, but never in order.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in the old days, it was always on TV, and I just go, "Oh, Don Louise, I'll watch this 10 minutes. This is great." So do you want to do that next time? That's actually a good 70s thing, and it'll be hilarious.
Cannonball Run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
I just got to find out where it's streaming.
I'm sure we can find that somewhere. That's, do you find something really interesting about streaming stuff? We have everything except for Stars, and frankly, I'm a little mad. And I think the only reason Mimi's not agreeing to it is because both Walker and I want it, and she's just like, no, I don't think we should have every streamer that we can get.
There should be at least one.
There's just she just doesn't want to admit that she is 100% a media family.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I just got a thing. Randall messaged you. Uh-oh, traffic's bad. See, you even told me, and I didn't see it because I was scanning away. Dude, I'll slip you if I can get it away from the people who are doing this. I'll make him give me like 5 count copies instead of just 1 or 2.
Oh, dude, thank you.
And I'll steal you one. I don't even know what they're going to do. 459 pages. That's 2 books in Larryland.
Yeah.
Like, if you put all that in one book, it makes the binding very expensive.
Oh, yeah. It's basically like almost an omnibus, right?
It's 2 Live from the Moons put together. Wait, not just Live from the Moon. It's 2 of the big collection. What did I end up calling that? Master Flight Plan. It's 2 of those put together. That was 244. So it's like, what is that? 32 pages short or something. I don't know. But yeah, you start looking at guys who are like, well, we can handle it. It's really expensive. Or you have to get it printed by Bible guys who are used to printing those real thick things. Yeah. And so it's a little more expensive anyway because you're paying for the big equipment to make that really high quality binding. So I don't know. I just mind my own business. If they want to ask me what I think, I'll tell them all day long. But yeah, people don't want to hear from old fat white guys that know what they're talking about because it just that's just how society is now. So a couple times, like I walked up to somebody in a comic book setting. It's not like I was in somebody's house.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to introduce me. Here's Larry Young. And I assume that everybody's like, well, the reason you want to meet Larry Young is because you want AIT Planet Lair. And so a couple times I did this. I just I misunderstood the context under which we were meeting.
Yeah.
And I just started like, oh, I love your work. This is great. Oh man, I don't know about the leading on your logo, but the coloring is excellent. Maybe a little anatomy on your guy. And like, they're all like, hey, fuck you, white boy. And and that's legitimate, right? Like if somebody did the exact thing that I did to me, I would be mad too. Like,
right.
Just kind of, I get my nose bent out of shape, right?
Yeah.
But, and there's no way to recover that, right? It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you knew who I was, is like a really pompous thing to think, right? So then I just sit there and go on, just being apologetic, and like nobody's really happy with that interaction. So I wait now. If somebody wants to know what I think, I'll tell them. I can save you a lot of problems and hassle, pal. But like, maybe I'll just put 20% more for stupid tax on my.
I mean, it's just common, right? Like it's always going to be, even like parenting, right? Like when you're trying to tell your kid, like, hey, you don't want to do this. You know, I want to make sure you don't get hurt. Listen to me. And the kid's like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. You know. And then the kid goes through it and screws up. Yeah. He's like, oh, I can't believe this happened to me. He's like, I tried to tell you. You know.
Yeah, so, you're absolutely right. Walker has a great story about that. Yeah. He's a really lucky kid because he learns like painful lessons in the chillest, like coolest, funniest way possible.
Yeah.
Like it's just great. So anyway, when he was 4 or 5, this mall that we used to go to just when we didn't know what to do, walk around and look at the toy stores and stuff. They had this giant bank of gumball machines with like specialty flavors. Like you could get like, you know, Starfruit bubble gum. But it'd be like one of them honking gumballs, right?
Yeah.
And so it was 50 cents, not just a quarter, 50 cents. And so we'd go and get there, and the colors would come out, and they go, oh, that's probably raspberry. Green, I don't know. That's probably lime, I guess. But this is a light green. Oh, shit, man, I think this is sour green apple. You're not going to like that. And he's like, oh, no, I want to try it. And I'm like, I'm telling you, you're not going to like this one. And he goes, why are you saying that? And I'm like, it's really sharp and sour, and I don't like it. So, like, when you chew it and spit it into my hand, I'm going to have to throw it out. And we're just going to say that was a $50 lesson because I'm not eating this. It's not good. He's like, okay, Daddy, I want to see for myself. And I'm like, all right. And then but that gave me time to take out my camera. And, you know, and he goes, best picture ever. But yeah, you're right. I should have learned that with disciplining my child about gumballs. Anyway, this movie is based on a book called Mute Witness. That's pretty cool. Okay. Because in the old days, that's where cool action movies came from. Some jobber wrote a cool book, and the movie guys go, this guy did the breakdown. Excellent. You want to take $2,000 for that guy in the 50s? Yeah, absolutely. Put my name on it based on the book Mute Witness by some guy you've never heard of, because Steve McQueen makes the best movie ever.
Yeah.
Did you look up the directors? Nothing.
I didn't do any research on this movie. I kind of just went into it blind.
Let's not even bother trying to talk. This is all day. I'm sitting there doing the scanning, and I'm like, I don't think this is going to be a good one. Because I'm not feeling it. I'm dying to talk to Randall.
Yeah.
But I'm just not feeling talking about BULLITT. So, okay. I mean, and wait, Steve McQueen would be 96 today. Yeah, you know what? I don't think that I would give him. I would start talking about like The Hunter or something. His last movie in 1980.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I mean, I haven't seen a lot of Steve McQueen movies, so like this, what's great is like Great Escape. But like, you know, Great Escape, I think probably is like the main like first big Steve McQueen movie I watched, right?
Okay.
And then like, you know, that's why I'm glad like you're watching BULLITT now. And it got me thinking like how many of his movies, because like, you know, one of the popular things that, you know, that Hollywood tries to do now is remakes, right? You know, they remake like some of the older movies into, you know, today's version, right? And so there's only one Steve McQueen movie I can think of that they remade, and I think that was the Thomas Crown Affair.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the only one they remade, but yes, that was a Steve McQueen movie that they remade.
Yeah, because they haven't remade The Great Escape.
No, they never will.
You don't think
No,
so?
no, it's a World War II movie first, and then it's one of the top 5 World War II movies. So then you have to collect a cast, and that is as good as those guys.
Yeah.
And the guys that would make a movie with a big cast like that profitable don't look like World War II soldiers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, think about Great Escape. Like, everybody's got a craggy face. Everybody looks 20 years older than they really are.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, that's just not how the world is now. So you can get Brad Pitt and George Clooney and fucking Austin Butler, and everybody go, this is what is this, a remake of fucking Pearl Harbor?
Timothy Chalamet will be in it.
Yeah, everybody in it is pretty.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Now you're making me hate The Great Escape just by having this conversation. The best one, though, Tim, our boy Timmy, just said Randall wants to watch Towering Inferno. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good. So in the 70s, they had they did Censor Round, and they would just had souped up speakers that would shake the theater.
Okay.
And I believe the first one was Earthquake. But in the 70s, they had all these like disaster movies was a thing. Like Marvel movies are now.
Yeah, yeah.
You had like Poseidon Adventure, you know, just everything. And Towering Inferno was like a building on fire. Earthquake had Lauren Green in it. It's like, anyway, Steve McQueen and Paul Newman are the two main guys. So that's pretty cool. Like, Paul Newman's the architect, I think, and Steve McQueen's the fire chief. And it's supposed to, it's basically the Titanic in a building. It's like, this building will never burn down, and then it burns down. It's
interesting.
Yeah, it's great. It's fun. It's the kind of movie that I can tell you what you would think. Oh yeah, that's really cool. The acting was excellent. I really followed the plot. It was pretty powerful, but the pacing was weird. And
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
You'd like it. It's just a 70s action movie, you know?
Yeah.
So I always think I think it's funny. Mark Espinosa thinks it's funny too. When you're like, I love this movie, except it's old. He was like, that's Randall's criticism on all this. And I'm like, but that's kind of fair. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not coming from the same spot.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's I guess in a way, like, like you're used to, like, imagine you're racing against people at a certain speed, and then you're like, hey, you got to race against this guy, and like, okay, that sounds good, and I'm racing them. I'm like, this guy's a little slower than I was expecting. Like, I don't feel like it's much of a race.
I'm not saying you're wrong. That's yeah. I don't know about that analogy. Because it's like, it's cool. You can have a Formula One race, and then you can have like a 5K trot with your old aunt, but you're still racing, right? So, but you have to appreciate the context of what race you're in, right? So sometimes from the 70s, man, it's like, I keep thinking of all these weird movies that just like would just trip you out, because I'm used to Walker, who just soaks everything up, and when he was younger, he didn't dig on black and white movies for the same thing, right?
Yeah,
it's just like, where's the color? You're like, where's the familiar editing and pace and dialogue that I'm used to? And the answer is just as different, right? But now he thinks Citizen Kane is the best movie ever made, and rightly so.
One of these days, I'm gonna watch Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane is fucking great because the Orson Welles and the whole like Halloween radio broadcast of War of the Worlds.
Yeah,
and how fucking people were killing themselves because they thought aliens were coming.
Yeah.
He was a radio guy, but it was all about story and narrative, right? And so he does this famous thing, and he's like, I kind of want to get into movies. And he gets all the financing for movies based on who he is, right?
Yeah.
And he realizes he doesn't know how to make a movie. There's all these conventions of film that he doesn't understand. And he just fucking crushes it anyway, to the point where everyone thinks that's the best movie ever made because he didn't know what to do.
Right.
did his own thing and invented a movie telling, a storytelling, a
Style.
new style. Not even that, man. It's he invented the language, the storytelling language. He
Hmm.
would, he was moving the camera, and I don't know. It's great. So when people go, "Oh, you're joking when you say Logan's Run is better than Citizen Kane," that's because nothing is better than Citizen Kane, right? So
Right.
I'm making a funny joke about what's number two or
Yeah.
lower. you know, it's there's this one shot where he's walking past a bunch of mirrors, and the way the mirrors are placed and where he walks, it looks like there are four of them going down the hallway, right?
Yeah.
And it's he's trying to tell that he's having this moment of indecision, and that he's literally of four minds,
Yeah.
like you see that now and you'd be like, hey, good trick, but like that didn't exist before they did it,
Right. Right.
and
It blew
so yeah,
people away.
so someday you should watch Citizen Kane. That was just me
Yeah.
being
In fact, it makes me wonder, like, if like guys like Stanley Kubrick, right?
uh
They looked at what Orson Welles did, and they're just like, this is cinema, this is film, this
yeah.
is what I want to make, what I want to do.
I think the second that movie came out, a whole bunch of people went, you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's ask Chris. I don't have you seen Sheryl Crow's music video? The
Which
one where
one?
Steve McQueen. I don't know. She has a song called Steve McQueen. All I need's a fast machine. I think that's
Ah,
right.
I'm not familiar with that one.
I haven't seen the video, but I will look it up later because I know that movie came out in the 90s and Sheryl Crow was very attractive in the mid 90s. So her singing about Steve McQueen, I love that song. I have it somewhere. Not on my phone, one of my old phones. But I've never seen the video, believe it or not. I feel like if I was Steve, he'd be calling up the video right now and playing the 5 to 7 seconds you get without paying.
Oh yeah.
And then first saw Citizen Kane at Intro to Film Class. Yeah, that's cool, Chris. I think honestly, guys our age, I think that's how we would see it because there was no you either caught it on TV or see it at a revival theater. Like that was a big thing. Like you just go like, hey,
That's
they're playing Blade Runner. I guess we got to go see Blade Runner.
that's the famous film, right, where he's like Rosebud.
Rosebud's the sled. Yeah, yes, that is the famous film, and that's where that joke comes from.
Yeah.
But that's one of those things. Like if you told somebody, in Sixth Sense, Bruce Willis is dead the whole time, that's a pretty massive spoiler.
Oh, for sure.
Because you can watch that whole movie and if you know that going in, you can start watching for the clues, right? There's a great one at the end of Act 2 where he goes, it looks like he's having dinner with his wife at a restaurant.
She's like not even responding.
She's eating by herself and he thinks she's mad because she can't hear him because she can't see dead people, but the audience doesn't know that yet. And then he goes to reach for to pay the check, and then she just grabs it, and it completely sells that she's like, I'm not talking to you. I don't want anything to do with you. I'm buying my own food. And it's like, no, that was just a dead guy coincidence. That ruins that fucking movie. Like it doesn't ruin the movie. It ruins you get to see the movie twice, right? If you've never seen that movie, you watch it, and then they tell you, oh shit, they reveal that he's dead the whole time. It makes you go back and think about all the shit. Oh, that's right. Fucking Marky Mark's brother, Donnie, he actually shoots him in the first 4 minutes of the movie. But they do the whole like fade out and like 2 years later or whatever. And you go, oh, I guess he's just fine now.
Yeah, he survived the shots.
He just realized he's dead. Anyway, you can't do that to Citizen Kane. Like the big reveal, it seems like a big reveal. Fred, my old college roommate just sent me a thing in all caps. You spoiled the end of Citizen Kane, motherfucker. But it's makes me laugh, so I forgot what I was talking about. What was I saying? Something about Citizen Kane, I think.
The comparison to what's his name? What was that?
Oh, right. You can't ruin Citizen Kane because the people think that because the conceit of the audience is that's the narrative of the film. Like it starts off, he dies. He says Rosebud. Some reporters, because he's a big shot, they're doing a like sort of a summation of his crazy life, and then that's the movie, right?
Yeah.
But the conceit is these reporters are trying to figure out what that meant. That he's lived this amazing life with all this incredible stuff, the richest guy in the world, and crazy stuff. Why does a guy like that say Rosebud when he dies? What's the point of that?
Yeah.
And the big reveal is that's the name of his sled when he's a kid. And you realize on his deathbed, he thinks that's the last time he was happy, right? So he had all this amazing stuff happen to him.
But it's that moment that
he just wishes that he was 7 again, playing in the snow with his parents watching him from the cabin, right?
Yeah.
And so it's not really a reveal of anything. It's just kind of a grace note on the narrative if you've been watching the movie the whole time. But Rosebud's the sled becomes like the shorthand for spoilers, you know. Anyway. Oh, look at Chris. That
another movie
dinner scene was when I figured it out. Yeah. You haven't seen it yet, so you don't know. But I agree. I'm not sure I figured it out because I've been studying that movie since I was around 15 or so. Cool thing was though, like my kid has to watch it for school. So we watched it together at on his midterm break, and that was a blast.
Nice.
Like getting to watch it. So I would watch that if you want to do Citizen Kane, just to hear what a new guy says about this really historic movie.
I'm gonna complain about the pacing. No, I'm just kidding.
You won't. That's why I'm like, dude, he invented modern storytelling in film.
Okay.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. The only thing that will bother you is everybody looks like they're in the 30s because that's when they shot the movie. So the girls aren't pretty to us. You know what I mean? It's they are beautiful from 1930s standard.
Okay.
And so that doesn't really read to modern people.
Right.
All the men kind of look the same because men's fashion hasn't changed for 400 years.
Right.
You know, James Bond's black tuxedo, you could wear that in caveman days. It's incredible. They find fossilized human skeletons with little bits of black tuxedos.
Nice.
That's what men have worn forever. Doesn't change. Anyway.
Well, like well, how long is Citizen Kane?
I don't know, but it's no. It's not long. It's a regular movie. It's like 2 hours, I think. Okay. I'll look it up while you chat about something.
I just discovered recently because like I love watching like interviews with other actors. And I think like I think it was Matt Damon or Ben Affleck. They talked about how they talked about how they really love
hour 59. Huh? It's an hour 59. You can't get closer to 2 hours without being 2 hours.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But they were talking about Lawrence of Arabia, and I found out like Lawrence of Arabia is like almost 4 hours long.
Yeah, that's a long movie.
Yeah. Imagine that type of movie, like tackling that in school, right? Like making that like one of the movies.
Yeah, Lawrence of Arabia is an epic film.
Yeah.
So like when we watched it, I took a couple film classes, of course. And when we watched it, we did it over two days because you want to watch about half of it and talk about that.
Yeah.
Because once you get to the end and you have to talk about a 4-hour movie, that's great and epic in scope, and like they invented camera lenses and shit for it. And you just can't talk about it scholastically all at once.
Right.
You would either fall asleep or take a bunch of amphetamines and just talk about it straight for 12 hours. You know? There's no in between.
We'd end up speaking like Peter O'Toole.
I thought you were going to do it. You're going to speak like Peter O'Toole?
No, I would butcher it. I'd be horrible. The one movie I always, oddly enough, the one movie I always remember Peter O'Toole in, and it's a fun film. I love it. It's called High Spirits.
My favorite year. Oh, sorry. What's it called?
High Spirits.
High Spirits. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a ghost movie?
It is a ghost movie, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
The great Steve Guttenberg is in that movie.
Yeah. See, Chris and I think his best movie is My Favorite Year.
My Favorite Year.
Yeah, you should see that.
Okay.
I am not an actor. I am a movie star. That's as close as I can get to Peter O'Toole.
Okay.
It's pretty good, though. Let's see. I bet Randall can think of a cooler name for his sled than Rosebud. All right. Assuming that's not a sexual euphemism, because it's from Tim, so that could be. But assuming it's not, if you had a sled,
yes,
what would you name it? Sandy, because you live.
First thing that popped into my head, Thunder Road.
Aren't there sleds called Thunder Road sleds?
Like, I don't know.
Like radio flyer wagons.
Believe it or not, I have never ridden on a sled.
I mean, you live in Florida. I see how that could happen.
Yeah.
You never went traveling somewhere. There's no fucking.
Never skied.
Closest
never
snow to you is probably like, for snow fun is probably in North Carolina, right? Maybe someplace in Georgia's got
like Colorado, maybe.
Colorado. Colorado is 2 states away from where I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Florida, there's you just have to go north a little. I definitely know there's skiing mountains in North Carolina, and that's like 2 states away, right?
I think it's like 3 or 4 states from here.
What do you got on top of Florida? Georgia, South Carolina, and then North Carolina, right?
You got Georgia, and then what's above Georgia?
South Carolina.
South Carolina,
and then North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think that's probably the closest snow to you.
Okay.
Anything else? Because that's straight up from where you are. Like anything else is going to be going out. You have to go north to get the temperature to keep snow, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I lived in Vermont for a while, and I lived in New England, and
okay.
Like there's snow on the ground for half the year.
Yeah. Oh, really? Half the year?
Where I lived in Vermont, 100%.
Wow.
I mean, maybe not like sledding and skiing snow, but slushy, wet shit. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of things with snow I haven't experienced. Never driven in snow. So.
I think you're so cute, Randall. Guys, there's lots of stuff I haven't experienced. Never driven in snow. Never punched a midget.
Never made a snowman.
Come on. You never had like 3 different sizes of styrofoam balls that you just kind of stuck together with a popsicle.
Never made a snowman. You know what? We should remake Groundhog's Day, right?
Oh, wait. You know how I interrupt everybody. I don't want to step on it, but I really urge you to say, instead of Groundhog Day, I urge you to say we should do something that's just you and me being, singing Frozen or something. Like I'll be Anna and you be the other one. I don't know it that well, but come on, I want to. You be.
I haven't seen Frozen.
You be the snow girl. Come on, you must have heard all the songs though.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Like, was it?
I know what it's about. Snowman? The girl's name is Anna, and then there's the other one. I forget the other one. You know why they ruined it for me? Because some cosplayers I know are very attractive girls, like full on did Han Solo and Princess Leia in the slave bikini, but did it like Frozen.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm like that. We should get their costumes and dress up like that. Is what I'm saying. And
you and me?
I'll take the bikini. I'll sing "Let It Go, Let It Go."
I feel like I'd be more like Olaf.
You can be Olaf. I'll get maybe we'll get Timmy or Chris or somebody.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking. Who's still here who knows what the name of the other girl is in Frozen? I'll send you any book that we publish.
Isn't it Elsa?
Fuck. You just took a book away from somebody. What book do you want? I every time I see a loose cannon, I realize I promised you a loose cannon so you could read Citizen Wayne.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting to send it to you. So it's right here, man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it right here.
Okay.
And then I'll put it in a box when I get off this phone.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, see, thank you, Chris. You figured it out. Randall's worthless. He would never come up with that. Oh, wait, you did. All right, man. I'm a little loopier than usual because of this fucking scanning thing. My eyes and my knees started to hurt on like day 3 of this.
Oh, geez.
Because my knees just started fusing together because I wasn't standing up. And then my eyes are only like, focused at that level. And it was bad.
Do you have like blue screen glasses, or do you have like you do?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, I sit in front of the computer all day. I'd give myself brain rot if I didn't. Speaking of Mark Espinoza, he turned me on to that. He's like, I'm getting head cracking headaches. I'm going to get the blue tint spectacles or whatever he said. He said something funny. Enough that I started to pay attention. I was like, am I getting headaches? I just it was just part of the deal,
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I better get that. Do we want to tell Chris that this is absolutely true?
Kurt Russell.
Walt Disney's last words were Kurt Russell. And everybody tries to make it into a weird thing, but the prevailing theory is that he was working on something with Kurt, and they had worked together since he was a boy, and Walt kind of just felt like he was looking out for him, like a father figure at least in the industry, and they were working on something together. And the theory is that was the last thing on his mind about this project with Kurt, and he was about to say, everybody make sure Kurt Russell gets taken care of on this thing or whatever.
Right.
Crapped out. But if you just go Kurt Russell, everybody's going to go, yeah, coincidentally, that was Larry Young's last words too.
famous last words.
I went through a thing, man, where I would try to research that before the internet.
Yeah.
Like you could, like, the librarian in my town loved me because I would come in with weird questions like that. Like, what's the unemployment rate in 1972 in Tennessee? And she'd be like, oh, working on something for English class, huh? But yeah. I'm telling you, man, I got to eat some food. I've been doing nothing but scanning for 3 days.
But you're done now, right? No more scanning, right?
Thank you for that dose of reality. Larry, move on. This wild thing is behind you. Let's look forward. What's next? Please live in the moment and discuss films with me. Thank you, Randall. You're right. I should. Let's talk about how only your mom and me call you Randall, and everybody else calls you Randy.
Did they?
I don't
think I have that many people calling me Randy.
Well, I'm going to start. Hey, Chris, I'll give you $10 to just call him Randy, like all the time. And it's a one-time payment. It's not like $10 a month or anything. Just, here's $10. And I'll do something stupid like send it to you in like Deutsch francs. Maybe here. Maybe something silly.
My guess is for the movie Bullitt, your favorite scene has to be the car chase scene, right?
Favorite scene? I think that's different than most movies. Yeah, if that was a regular movie, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it takes place in San Francisco. So I love really weird local stuff about it.
Okay.
Like a part of the chase, like, I don't know if you saw on the Facebook today, we were talking about it. Chris threw up a really nice did you see this? Damn it, Randy. Chris threw up a really nice map of the San Francisco Peninsula that he had marked out where the film is. And I love this because, I was in the net with Sandy Bullock, right?
Yeah.
And there's the scene, I was just in this crowd, and there's a scene where they're doing this big San Francisco protest, and she's running through the crowd trying to get lose the guys that are chasing her, right?
Yeah.
And she runs down, we're on Montgomery Street, and it dead ends on Market Street, which is a main thoroughfare that cuts through the city, right? And she runs, and in the movie, she's running down the street, hangs a right, and then they cut her running up the street right, but it's like 4 blocks away in front of the Moscone Convention Center. Just one of those things that, like, it happens in every movie. You do something for the narrative, and everybody who lives there goes, you can't do that. But in Bullitt, the director is this English guy, so he had even more of that than usual, right? Like San Francisco is a beautiful place to shoot shit, but who cares if we just do stuff? So if you can, let's consider this is the San Francisco Peninsula, right?
Yeah.
This is this is the Pacific Ocean. This is the bay. See what I mean? And then this is all land.
Yeah.
So at the top is where Alcatraz is in the water. So outside you can see Alcatraz where they start the race, and they go up. I think it's Union Street or Green or something. They go up about a mile, and then they show the other car that he's chasing, which is like, San Francisco is only 49 square miles. You can walk across it. You can run across it in an hour. Mimi and Walker do it. There's a thing called beta breakers, right? It's not big. So it's not like miles away, but it's miles away considering the geography of the city, right?
Yeah.
So then there's like a little thing where he sees the car again, and it's like, the fuck, man, you're in South of Market now. And then the next bit is it takes place on the way to the airport, which is all like through Daly City where Chris lives now and where we basically live. We live on the beach, but it's easier to go to Daly City than the rest of the city that we actually live in.
Okay.
So I'm used to driving this road, and it looks completely different. And not just, it's 1969. And so what is that? 70 years later or whatever, there's 70-year-old trees. I understand that, but it looks like a different thing.
Okay.
Anyway, Wired magazine made that, Matt. Well, thank you. Or thank them. Or thank the police for letting you go after you stole that out of the Wired offices. I don't know. All right, man. I'm so sorry. I basically talked for 46 minutes and let you speak 3 times. So take the next 15 minutes and tell me what you really think about everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to like really dig. I just feel like, is every Steve McQueen movie like just really, really good?
Yes.
I
Sand
enjoy
Pebbles. Yes. Italian Inferno. Yes. Great. Yes. And you know why? They're good because he's in it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. When they say, the old like, hey, that guy's effortlessly cool, they're talking about Steve McQueen.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, Steve was just one of those, like, there's a reason why they still talk about him, because like his movies, his performance, like, he's one of those like Hollywood legends. Like, had he lived longer, like who knows what like big films that have been made now that he probably would have been a part of and been in, I think like, look at like Jack Nicholson, right? Like I almost feel like A Few Good Men, there would have been a role for Steve McQueen.
What a great observation. I'm going to think about that tonight.
Yeah.
Like if Steve McQueen lived another 10 years, say.
Yeah.
Or maybe even 20 into his early 80s, say, right?
Yeah.
What kind of parts that other guys like him took in real life would he have done? I agree 100%. I don't even think there's a part for him. I think he plays the Nicholson part in that movie.
Really? The Nicholson part?
Yes. It would be different.
Yeah, it would be different for sure.
It would be different, but it would be crazy smoldering in a different way. Every time he's on, it's red hot on the screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think he probably would have played Markinson, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. No, I mean, like you said, there's a part.
Yeah.
But I want to see him doing Jack's role.
Yeah.
Just because we have Jack. He's brilliant in it. That's great.
Yeah.
Give me something equally cool,
Yeah. I mean, shoot, he probably would have played some of the roles that maybe even Gene Hackman played in other movies.
I'm not sure that there's a direct correlation to other actors of his time. But I think like he would have crushed. He's not taking every role that somebody like Roy Scheider did, right? But he would have crushed the sheriff in Jaws. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he would. I mean, even that scene with the rifle, right? And be like, smile, you bitch.
No,
like,
man. Like,
you can picture that, That you know what it just reminded me of, man. And I know it's blasphemy, but part of me was like, man, this is just fun to imagine. It's stupid, but it's fun. Part of me was like, man, can you imagine if they remade Jaws? I would have liked to have seen Ben Affleck playing Roy Scheider's part.
Yeah, he'd be great now, right? Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be great. Put Ben in everything. I love Ben Affleck. He's awesome.
Yeah. I actually just recently bought digitally. I feel like it's a very underrated movie. It's called Paycheck.
Oh, poor Randall. You mean Payback? Or is he in a movie called Paycheck?
Pretty sure it's Paycheck.
Maybe there is. I'm looking. I will take back my sneer at you being such a young guy. Oh, guess what? If you just put Paycheck into Google, it doesn't know what you're talking about. Because it could be anything. Paycheck. A technical wizard learns that his memory has been erased. Yeah, that's Ben Affleck. Dude, I've never heard of this movie. Is it good?
I think it's good. I think it's good. I think John Woo, I believe, directed it.
Yeah, Aaron Earhart. This looks great.
I think you'd like it.
2003. How did I miss this?
Yeah, what's crazy is it's the same year that he came out with Daredevil.
Maybe that's why. I don't understand why I've never heard of that movie. I feel like I failed you. And my heterosexual life partner, Ben Affleck.
Well, there you go, man. There's a movie that you can watch, man.
You know, I got so much stuff to watch. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah. A lot of stuff to watch. Lots of stuff is coming back because of the strike and the coronavirus and all the people trying to buy studios and all that shit.
You'll be happy to hear this. I signed up with Amazon Prime.
I am happy. You're an adult now. Mazel tov. No, you signed up for Amazon. And that's great, man. There's lots of cool stuff on there for you to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to catch up on the new season of Invincible, the last season of The Boys. There's this great show called Upload. I don't know if you've seen any of it.
The show? Yeah, I fucking love Upload.
Yeah.
That's I forget. The guy who played Green Arrow, his brother. His cousin. What's his name?
Something Robbie Amell.
Yes, Robbie Amell. He's fucking great in that.
He's very good on that show. Yeah.
The red-haired waiter guy in Heaven is also super cool.
Yeah.
That guy shows up all the time. I don't think I've seen the last season of it, but yeah, that show is bananas good. I love that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
It's quirky thriller. Oh, here we go. Paycheck is Severance before Severance.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Severance. Is that
that's Apple? The thing with Adam Scott.
Right.
The Adam Scott thing.
I was thinking like there's a Hugh Jackman film, but I don't think it's called Severance. It's close to that.
Real Steel.
No, but I do enjoy Real Steel. I'm surprised they haven't made a sequel to it yet.
When I was talking with Robbie, he said something. He's like, "Hey, have you seen Severed?" I'm like, "Severed? No, I haven't seen that." He's like, "Yeah, it's on Apple TV. It's really cool." Adam Scott's in it. And I let him talk, and I go, "You mean Severance?" Oh yeah. And I'm like, "Well, that's why I didn't know what you're talking about. You called it the wrong thing."
Right.
When you said Paycheck, and I was like, "Oh, Randall," it's because I thought you were talking about Payback,
which is Mel Gibson.
Yeah, with Gibson, but it's a Parker movie.
Yeah,
he's called Porter in it, but he's supposed to be Parker. And
didn't we watch it?
We did.
Yeah,
and we loved it.
Yeah,
but the reason we watched is Walker was going through his Parker phase.
Yeah,
he found Donald E. Westlake in something else, and I'm like, oh man, if you like that, you're gonna like his work as Richard Stark. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I just went, here. And so then we went through. There's like 8 Parker movies. Well, we went through this.
Yeah.
With Todd's here. He says Amazon Prime, you'll be able to see Spider Noir. Is that why you signed up? It was just time.
So actually, I'm debating. I should keep Amazon Prime just to watch Spider-Man Noir, because the main reason I got it, 2 reasons I got it. I did a bulk purchase, and I wanted the items within a certain time frame. So they're like, hey, if you get Amazon Prime now, you'll have it by this day or that day. And I was like, oh, okay. Which kind of didn't matter. Like I did receive it the day that I wanted it, but I haven't opened it or touched it. It's just still sitting there. So I was just like, I could have waited. But I used that as the incentive for me to say, you know what, let me go ahead and sign up with Prime because I do want to watch Invincible and The Boys.
I don't blame you.
And there's probably like a couple movies too. And then I got to get ready for, I think, was it August for Ted Lasso?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm not. My kid's in college. People are dying left and right. I'm not planning out to August. May 22nd is Mimi's birthday, and that's when Grogu's coming out. And we can't do anything because we have to pick up Walker at college finishing his freshman year. Okay. So like that's the kind of life I'm having.
Right.
There's so much stuff I want to watch, and I just like when I go to bed at night, I'll be chatting with Mimi, and I'm like, she's like, hey, you want to watch this cool thing with Kate McKinnon? I'm like, I love her, but no. And we just end up watching like Flea Market Flip and getting like really invested in somebody spending $20 on this chair and ripping it up and covering it in fabric and then selling it to hipsters in New York City for $450.
Wow.
And I could just watch that forever. I'm like, look at all these idiots. Like, like that chair is perfectly fine. Why are they taking the fabric out? They just violated that vintage chair. Ooh, right. They put leather on it. Oh.
Meanwhile, I show up in an episode and I pull out like a folding stool. I'm like, guys, you can get one of these here for like $20.
Dude, you and me as a team on Flea Market Flip would be the fucking shit.
Yeah.
See the success. There's always teams, and there are always besties or couples, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mean anything by this, but 3/4 of the time, all the guys are gay, and I kind of get that because I love going to flea markets and stuff, but the stuff they ask them to do is not a traditional thing that guys get good at. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
So that's really funny because they, it's like any show, they cast for maximum conflict and drama.
Yeah.
So you can't really generalize that like half the guys are gay. It's true, but they're a particular kind of gay that works really well on TV. Let's put it that way.
Oh, sure. I was going to say, like, I immediately, our dynamic for that show would be, like, I picture you as Lex Luthor and I'm Otis.
No, it's not. It wouldn't be like that at all.
Yeah,
I'd be the old guy.
I grab something, I bring it to you, and you just look at me and you're like, no, Randall.
I know that's how I talk to you about pop culture, but I'm not like that, man. It's just pop culture brings out the shithead in me. I don't know. We would crush it because I'm the old guy and you're the young guy. Yeah. And so I would find something and go like, dude, this is impossible to find 8-track player or some shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, but we take the screws off, turn it inside out, put a light there, and all of a sudden it's a $300 lamp. And I'll be like, I don't know. And then we'd get $400 for it.
Yeah.
And at the end I'd be like, I'm glad I brought Randall. And you'd be like, I'm glad I brought this old bitter shit in.
It could be the modern nerd version of Color of Money.
I can't wait to tell Mimi at dinner tonight. Okay, tell me. Here's a prompt for you. Me and Randall doing Flea Market Flip. She'll talk for 20 minutes about that. I love that show. And Lara Spencer's on what is it? The ABC morning show. Good Morning America.
I think
Great
so.
American masthead. I don't know. Something like it's GMA, right? I'm
not a morning person.
I wish I could say that, but my wife works on East Coast time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty light sleeper, so it's kind of hard. Once she gets up, I'm just awake.
And no, so that makes sense.
Like, I just end up like listening to some comedy on my phone or something and sitting there for an hour going, I wish I could sleep, but this is pretty funny. That Nick Bargatze sure is funny. I don't know if I'm going to his movie or not.
The funny thing is, like, I don't know. I mean, I haven't experienced that. I mean, I've been in relationships where, like, we share the same bed, but like, I haven't gotten.
Yeah, you and Marco, right?
No. But I mean, like, not like continuously.
I
Like,
got you. I
you know what I'm
got you.
saying?
It's a different thing when it's a girlfriend.
Yeah, when you're living with that person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like I haven't quite experienced that, but like I don't know. I'm the type of person like I have no problem. Well, I will say this. I will say this. If it's a girl that I'm like madly, madly in love with, you know,
All of them.
my brain will say like you can go to sleep or you can spend this time right now
Aw.
with the girl that you're madly in love with and hang out with her and do all the things that she wants to do and have fun and enjoy that moment. So like, yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, and you know what's
You
really
want to
funny?
turn this into a dating thing?
No.
Ask Larry and Randall. All right, let's open up. Hey, let's open up the callers. Oh,
Yeah.
here's Todd Gross. Todd's question is no.
No, like when I see like like when you post like pictures with like you and Mimi, I literally saw this one girl and I become friends with her. And when I see her, I just picture like what you and Mimi have.
Aw.
So like when I see that, it's like that's my connection. That's what I see. That's what I'm
Aw.
reminded of. But I mean, we're
That's
just
awesome,
friends.
man. I wish I could make fun of you, but that's a very nice compliment. That you're basically saying that, yeah, we're the couple that seems like they're doing it right.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, man. I just like her, and she likes me mostly. She can put up with me, so that works. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, this year will be our 30th anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, man.
Every once in a while, somebody will be like, "Watch out, Mimi's gonna get you." I'm like, man, if Mimi wanted to kill me, she would have done it already. Not gonna wait. Happy 65th birthday, boom. Come on. Anyway.
No, it's just all the cliches, right? It's all the cliches that people think like between man and women, marriage and all that stuff. And it's like everybody's different, like if you,
it's true.
if you're in one of those like relationships where like, she knows you and you know her, so like you say and do what you do and it's like she gets it.
She doesn't care. There's whole swaths of stuff that she just lets me talk.
Yeah.
Like, I just talk like this, right? And I'll be like, oh, wait, there's this cool thing on Daredevil. And she's like,
Uh-huh.
Oh, really? Yeah, Kingpin's good. I liked him. And, and it's funny. That's why I'm so behind on Daredevil, because she doesn't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to make her watch it if she doesn't care.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I was just kidding, Todd, but Todd gives us a Dear Abby question. On the night I first met the woman who I would eventually marry, she saw my spare bedroom. It was used to store dozens of boxes of comics. Didn't scare her. Well, see, that's the thing, right? That's the self-selecting thing.
Yeah.
When the first Valentine's Day, I think that's what it was. She liked garnets, like that red gem. So I got her red garnet earrings, but I was like, hey, you need this copy of Understanding Comics and this copy of Dark Knight Returns, because these are seminal works in the thing that I'm super interested in. And I thought she was going to like Dark Knight Returns. She did not care at all. And but that Scott McCloud book, Understanding Comics.
Yeah.
Over the years, she's probably bought more copies of that for friends of hers in the internet world than I have for other people in comics. Because everybody in comics knows about that book, right? So you end up not really giving it as gifts after a while because people have it already or they know about it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But everybody on the internet gets really interested in the graphic user interface design aspect of the internet and the proto version that comics does.
Yeah.
Because the internet's just words and pictures just juxtaposed like comics.
Yeah.
So that's when I knew that was her version of like not being scared by all the bullshit.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, okay, this is fluff and nobody cares about Batman or Popeye or whatever. But all of this is in service of something that's grand and has applications in other parts of everyone's lives.
So she's probably like more into like the technical stuff of it.
No, just how it works, right? Yeah. The mechanism of how, because Understanding Comics lays it out, right?
Yeah.
Like hieroglyphics are sort of the beginning part of it, that you're basically telling a story with images.
Yeah.
but that's a language that develops on it. He just walks people through it really well. Even if you're uninterested in it, by the time you're done, you have an understanding of the industry, which is crazy, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah, yeah.
one book that describes an entire industry.
I don't own a copy of it.
All right. Well, you don't own a copy of this either yet, which is arguably the more instructive book. It's an argument only I would make, but it is still. Anyway, 105, Randall. I'm really sorry about Babylon, but I'm glad we're talking again about movies.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a rough little patch in old Larry's life, but we handled it with aplomb, and yeah. So I'm sorry that it took a month. I felt bad, although one of those times was your fault too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fault. You know what I mean? A schedule conflict.
Yeah. No, this year's been more rough than expecting, but
I think everybody thinks that, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like just my whole job situation, like I've seen like one or two jobs I really wanted to apply for, but the problem is the timing is just really bad. I'm planning to go visit my biological mom in Japan in July.
Oh yeah.
So if I were to apply for this job now and get it, I mean, I'd be like, oh, thanks. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna need like a week and a half off in July to go to like Japan, And most jobs, I think, like when they hire you from the get go, it's like, no. Like,
yeah, I mean, there's schools of thought, man. You could tell them ahead of time,
yeah,
and then they might not hire you,
right?
Or you could tell them after they hire you, but before you start, and then they're like, ugh. I mean, I don't know. I can't advise you on that one because I haven't had a job since the 20th century.
Yeah. So my only hope is that once I've come back from visiting her, that's when I can say, okay, cool, time to look for another job.
You've been to Japan before, though, right?
Yeah. I visited her. I
remember a couple stories.
Yeah, at least twice I visited her.
That's cool. I like that you're. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like a friend of yours would be like, take all the time you need, but a job that you just got, they might not be as sympathetic.
No. I mean,
although if you're just like a groundskeeper at a B&B or something, they'd probably be like, oh, we understand. You're going to have to feed the horses when you get back, but
if I ever become a groundskeeper, you better believe that Scooby-Doo and Mystery Inc. are coming after me.
You would start talking in a Scottish accent and be groundskeeper Willie from Simpsons.
My favorite character. My favorite character in all of Simpsons.
Dude, that's why I said groundskeeper somewhere. Because I know that about you. You're my friend. We know each other forever.
Yeah.
Online, but still, you get to know what people
are. Oh, dude, it's going to be epic when we meet in person.
Let's give Todd the final thing for our Dear Abby segment. When I sold my collection, she kept checking this. Yeah, make sure I was real into. She was genuinely concerned. That's awesome. Like here things that give you joy. Yeah. You know what else gives me joy? Getting out of debt. Buy my comics.
That's what I need to do.
Yeah. Well, dude, you're trying to sell comics and you're not getting a lot of cooperation from Lunar and fucking Penguin. Did you real quick? Did you hear the thing about New Comics Day now? It's coming up, right?
Oh, you mean free comic book day?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard too much. I've heard a few, people talking about it.
So it's May 4th, right? Coming up. I think it's May 4th. But Diamond owns the copyright to that thing.
Right.
Because Joe Field from Flying Colors Comics in Concord, California, San Francisco Bay Area store. Man, we are so lucky having all them good shops. He came up with that idea. And so when whoever bought Diamond has the rights to the whole free comic book day thing.
Yeah.
So Lunar can use it for some reason, but Penguin has to have their free comic book day. They're doing it. They're putting out stuff and understanding that this is happening, but they can't call it free comic book day.
Right. No, they've been doing that since they You know, like once Penguin Random House had Marvel, like yeah, there's like on the paper what they call it. I forget the name of
Yeah,
what
I
they
forget
call it.
too. It's something generic.
Yeah, but everybody still refers to it
But
essentially as
that's been
full
going
comic.
on for a while, huh? I just heard about it this year.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention. I'm trying to get my son to take over Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Are we doing Cannonball Run? I'll do it. Or I'll do
Yeah, I
Citizen
mean, let's do
Kane. What?
Cannonball Run.
Cannonball Run. All right. And definitely next Wednesday, right?
Yes.
All right. Thanks, man, for putting up with me. I
Oh,
I,
well,
I know this one might not have been so much fun for you. Listen to me barf my glitter all over you. But I really needed having this chat, man. So thanks very much.
no, thank you, man. You know, like I said, this is like one of my favorite things to do every week.
All right.
You know, and I always enjoy getting to talk with you and learn from you, and
Man,
like you know,
thank
just
you.
the community where people get to chime in and talk, and
Yeah.
like again, this motivates me to like watch movies, which I love movies. You know, I wish I could do what, you know, like Tom Cruise. I remember one time Tom Cruise in an interview, he's like, I watch a movie every day. And I'm like, and I believe him. I believe him, right? Because like that
I
dude just knows how
I
to
do
like
two a
schedule.
day sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
He'll
not Tom Cruise, but you know
yeah.
what I mean.
But like he'll think about it. He'll he's a producer, he's an
Yeah,
actor, you know, so he's off doing stuff, but then he'll always make sure he has time to like watch a full movie.
catch up. Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah.
All right, you too, Randall. You go be Tom Cruise.
What took me so long to watch Bullitt?
There has to be an answer to that